Here's something most people over 40 have never heard about, and it might be the single most powerful thing you can do for your health. There's a specific intensity of cardio exercise called Zone 2 training, and the science behind it is absolutely staggering. We're not talking about running yourself into the ground or grinding through brutal HIIT sessions. We're talking about a gentle, conversational pace that literally rebuilds your cells from the inside out. Let me explain why this matters so much after 40. Inside every one of your cells, you have tiny power generators called mitochondria. After the age of 40, your mitochondrial function starts declining at roughly 10% per decade. This is the actual engine of aging. When your mitochondria become dysfunctional, your energy crashes, your metabolism slows, your muscles weaken, and your brain starts to fog. This isn't just theory. A landmark 2023 study published in Nature Aging, conducted by researchers at the Salk Institute in California, confirmed that mitochondrial dysfunction is a primary driver of the aging process across multiple organ systems simultaneously. But here's where Zone 2 training becomes extraordinary. Dr. Inigo San Millán at the University of Colorado, who personally trains Tour de France champion Tadej Pogacar, has spent over 20 years studying cellular metabolism. His research shows that Zone 2 exercise, which means keeping your heart rate between roughly 60 and 70% of your maximum, is the most potent stimulus known to science for mitochondrial biogenesis. That's the creation of brand new mitochondria. And not just more mitochondria, but higher quality ones that are more efficient at burning fat as fuel. San Millán's data shows that athletes who consistently train in Zone 2 have mitochondrial density and function comparable to people 20 to 30 years younger. 20 to 30 years younger. That is not a small finding. Think about what that means for someone who's 45 or 55. You could have the cellular energy profile of someone in their 20s. Now let's talk about the metabolic side of this. After 40, most people develop what researchers call metabolic inflexibility. Your cells lose the ability to efficiently switch between burning carbohydrates and burning fat. This is directly linked to insulin resistance, visceral fat accumulation, and eventually type 2 diabetes. A 2021 paper in Cell Metabolism from researchers at Harvard Medical School found that consistent Zone 2 training over just 12 weeks significantly improved metabolic flexibility and reduced markers of insulin resistance in adults over 45. The mechanism is direct. Zone 2 specifically activates slow-twitch muscle fibers, which are densely packed with mitochondria and are the primary fat-burning machinery in your body. Most people over 40 have essentially stopped using these fibers because modern life involves no prolonged low-intensity movement. We either sit or we sprint. We never walk long distances anymore. And those slow-twitch fibers are atrophying. Here's the practical reality. Zone 2 means you can hold a conversation while exercising. You should feel like you're working but not suffering. For most people over 40, that's somewhere between a brisk walk and a light jog, or steady cycling, rowing, or swimming. Dr. Peter Attia, who has done extensive clinical work with patients over 40, recommends a minimum of 3 hours of Zone 2 per week, broken into sessions of at least 45 minutes each. Below 45 minutes, you don't get the full mitochondrial adaptation signal. The research is clear. 45 minutes minimum, 3 to 4 times per week, and within 3 months you will have measurably better metabolic health, more stable energy throughout the day, and cellular machinery that has genuinely been rebuilt. This is not a supplement. This is not a biohack shortcut. This is the most evidence-backed, free intervention available to anyone over 40 right now. Your mitochondria are waiting.